Hey everybody, I am Eric, and I hope you had a great New Year's weekend, and welcome back to Learn Design with Eric. So I was trying to think about how I want to begin this series, and I thought to myself, well, maybe we should literally start with a definition. So what is graphic design? Well, dictionary.com defines graphic design as the art or profession of visual communication that combines images, words, and ideas to convey information to an audience, especially to produce a specific effect. And I also found a really good Wikipedia article on graphic design that talks about the origins and history, and that'll be linked in the description below. And so, in thinking about how graphic design is defined, what really kind of brought it out to me was not just so much combining all those visual elements, such as typography and illustrations and the like, but it also produces a specific effect. And that effect is really the main point. When I think about graphic design, I think about things like ads and business cards, websites, political campaign assets, and all that kind of stuff. So all of these items are driving you to do something. Ads want you to buy or inform you about a product. Business cards give you contact information and brand reinforcement. Websites have some sort of a purpose, which usually is to have you contact the business for their goods or services. And of course, political campaign assets want you to go out and vote for their candidate. So, I thought about, there's a really great campaign poster for the Obama campaign. I think it was back in 2008 by a guy called Shepard Fairey. And basically what he did was he created a pop art poster of Obama. He literally just took a photo that somebody had taken on the campaign trail and made a pop art poster of it, which is kind of like an Andy Warhol sort of thing, where basically he took several different slices and divided it up into different shades of red and blue, which of course would make sense with the campaign. And essentially, created this really cool looking poster. And it's a picture of Obama kind of looking up out of the corner of his eye, very thoughtful. And it gives you this really positive feel about the man. Not so much that you may agree or disagree with his specific political motivations, but, and of course on top of that, he anchored the bottom of the campaign poster with the word hope in just huge sans serif type. So it just really gives you this positive feel about the man, which of course is the goal in this case of this campaign ad, to give you that positive feeling about the candidate so that you'll go out and vote for that candidate. And so on top of that, I was thinking back at different things that, in my youth, and one of the things that I thought about was literally like CD covers from my youth. And so one of those that I really liked back in the day was, I've always been a huge fan of Phil Collins. I know, weird, right? But if you look at all of his CD covers from back in the day all the way till now, every single one of them has just a huge blown up view of his face, and some almost too close in some cases. And recently he redid all of his covers, and all of them are with his new aged face, which is kind of cool. I mean, way to go, buddy, because you didn't obviously do a whole bunch of Botox. And one of the things that he did during that era was every single one of the shots was primarily lit in such a way that it was like mostly gray tones, and they either would have a black or a white color, a light colored background. But then on the No Jacket Required CD, which was one of the first ones where it was originally a tape cover probably, but that No Jacket Required was his face was bright orange. And one of the reasons why they did that was that all of his previous ones, he kind of wanted to keep the same look, but he wanted to move into more of an up-tempo vibe because that's what he was doing with that album. And so they lit it differently and, just kind of gave it a different feel. And they did that so that, you'd look at it and you think, oh, well, this is something new. This is something different. It's still Phil Collins, but it's something new and different, which I thought was really cool. And anyway, so graphic design is combining visual elements, text elements to get you a certain effect or a certain objective. And so the difference between graphic design and something like fine arts, which would be like maybe a painting or something, is that the painting is really just to give you, I guess, a feeling or to put you in a place, but not necessarily to drive you to do something. And I suppose that would be the difference between graphic design and fine art or other things like that. So anyway, thank you for taking the time today. And if you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe, and you'll be getting more from me on a regular basis. And I'm Eric, and this is Learn Design with Eric.